Some of the storage devices, including both type of storage devices and hard disk, hard disk types, SSDs, all these things. So here it is, secondary storage devices. What are primary storage devices? RAM and ROM. What is main memory? RAM. RAM memory, physical memory, or RAM. Main memory is a RAM memory. Okay. What is the purpose of these secondary storage devices? To store your data, to store data, operating system, or an applications. We need a secondary storage devices. Main storage devices in our system is our hard disk, which contains your operating system, applications, and data. Okay. Some of the storages are movable type, means we can store to store data outside of our system. Okay. In that one, again, magnetic type, optical type is also there. Magnetic storage devices are hard disk, floppy disk, zip drives, tape drives. These are all magnetic type devices only. Of course, the floppy disks are almost all removed from, not almost all removed, completely removed from the systems. Okay, these are the floppy disks. So inside of this floppy disk, there is a magnetic material stores data inside of it. This is how floppy disks are look like. We can reduce the size to make it much smaller. Okay, so this is different floppy disk, different size of floppy disk also available. The last type is 3.5-inch floppy disk. That is the total size. We are getting 1.44 MB. Nowadays, you cannot able to store a picture also inside. You know, olden days, the entire Oxford dictionary as a text file we can able to store in a floppy disk. That is a power of floppy disk. When I was in my diploma, all my project data are stored in floppy disk only. For taking for printouts, to transfer the data from one system to another system, we use floppy disk. Okay. Internally, so also you can try. Again, there is a floppy disk drive. It is okay. So inside of this floppy disk, there is a magnetic material data stores into this kind of magnetic material inside of a floppy disk. And next is I'm going for a zip drives. What is this zip drives? It is also a kind of floppy disk. Earlier days, they use these zip drives to transfer data from one place to another place. Of course, it's not generally into your disk. It should be external type. It's kind of floppy disk, look like floppy disk only. So what is the purpose of this zip drives are? What they do, they take one system, they install operating system inside and applications and entire configuration. They do it in one system. They take as an image of that entire system data as an image to the zip drives, and they copy this to 100 systems. Okay, so that is make easy transfer purpose. Similar kind of systems, all are same configuration, same types of drives, same types of hardware components are there. So what they will do, take one reference system, they configured everything with operating system, applications, the settings, drivers, everything they will configure in one system. So they copy entire data, entire system as an image and copy into other hard disk. So it is faster installation. Once upon a time, It's take almost like a 40 minutes to 1 hour to install our OS. Okay. So now we are also not using this zip drives. Hard disk I will tell separately. Okay. Next is the tape drives. This is the tape drive, guys. These tape drives having a different sizes. Also digital audio tapes, digital data storage. These are the names of these tape drives. Still we are using it is for a cheaper backup solutions. Even if you go for a cloud solutions, in the cloud you want to take a backup, where to store the backup? You want to store your backup in S3 bucket kind of stuff, or maybe you want to store in some EBS storage, or you want to store in a tape drives. If you want to store your backup data into tape drives, it is a lesser the cost. It will take time to recover, but point is it's cheaper cost. Even in certain organizations use tape drives to store CC cam data. Okay, CC cameras data, and it is a kind of sequential memory. It means you cannot restore a particular single file. You have to restore entire a set of data. The separate writer for reader and writer is there. Okay, these are the different categories of stuff. Okay, 72 means 72 GB. Okay, in a compression mode, it will support 144. Okay, 144 GB support, not MBs, GBs. Okay, so these are the different tape drives. The simple cassette. If you have any chance of seeing, because your generation may not seen normal tape recorder tapes also, but difference between normal tape recorder tape to this one, the tape size is thicker and a larger amount of data you can able to store in this too. So that is 320 GB cassette cartridge. Okay, so DAT or a DDS. That means digital audio tapes. DDS, digital data storage. You can store data into this one. Still we are using for a backup solution, not for storing your operating system or applications, or to transfer any data also we are not using. It is for mainly for backup part. Another type of storages are optical type of storages like CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays also into the market. CD, DVD almost all diluted, and Blu-rays also personally we are not using it. CD is around 700 MB complete CD type of disk. Okay, and we can store up to 600 to 650 kind of MB data. Okay, 600, 650 MB type of data. All sizes are same. Nowadays, new type of DVDs also came recently. I have heard that one to store optical storage kind of stuff. Researchers find the huge amount of data holding purposes. And that is the time. So this floppy disk almost all replaced by the CD because the huge amount of data. Even I was in diploma, I used floppy disk. When I was in engineering, I used CDs. Okay. So later I purchase, have a lot of collection of CD DVDs to store my backup data, to store my movies collection into it. Okay. So DVDs, the basic data storage size is 4.7 GB. CD means compact disk, DVD means digital versatile disk. Versatile, not video disk, versatile disk. Okay. 4.7 GB data we can able to store. In double layer DVDs, we can store up to 8 or 8.5 GB. And the Blu-rays came into market, but Blu-ray is not much hit to use for everybody uses. Like CD, DVD, everybody uses type, but Blu-ray is not become everybody usage. So why it is? Because of Blu-ray, the empty disk itself is very costly. And second, Blu-ray, the reader and writer of disk writer and disk reader is also costly. And we have got a pendrives. Pendrives olden days very costly. It is it's difficult to find a 2 GB Pendrive I purchased that is cost around 600 with a huge discount, like we ordered from eBay. Okay, it's almost like 10-15 years back. Okay, so later on days 4 GB pen drives are came, 8 GB pen drives, easy to transfer data we can able to remove and rewrite. For example, I have a movie, I can connect a pen drive and store into the pen drive, give it to a friend. He copied from the my pen drive and give me back and remove it and reload another things. Okay, so pen drives, USB drives become more easier, and we got a mobile phone with a SIM card facility. Okay, 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB, 40, okay, 64 GB, 128 GB memory cards also came.
Sir, can you
Okay,
please explain what is this Blu-ray?
yeah, Blu Ray is holds primary data is up to 25 GB, double A is 50 GB. But still we are using Blu Rays where, if you see PS4, PS5 gaming CDs, so that is a Blu Ray disc. PS4, Xbox CDs, if you see, that is a Blu Ray type of disc. Okay. So now that part also almost all diluted. Now still the DVDs are available, means the Blu-ray disc are available, which we can able to store like a 50 GB data inside. Okay, Blu-rays are available, but not for personal use. As I said, just I can go and buy. It is not much easy. Okay, but this PS4, PS5, Xbox, okay, this gaming DVDs or Blu-ray discs are available, still available. And even for a PS5 and Xboxes comes with a digital, means you can directly download from internet kind of stuff. DVDs are good. Okay, this the DVD means Blu-ray is good and handle with care. Smallest crack is also damage things. They're all Blu-ray disc. The size is always look like same. The density of CD to DVD, DVD to Blu-ray is different. Okay. Okay. So one is left over, that is called hard disk. Okay. I've written something that is SCSI related. Don't. Again, point is, guys, why we need an internal hard disk? Why we need an SSD or internal hard disk kind of stuff to store our operating system, applications, and data. So to store operating system, applications, and data, we have internal hard disk. SATA type of hard disk are there, PATA type of hard disk. Currently, we are using SATA type of hard disk. And recently, this SSD is also there. Means with the laptops, you buy any new laptop, it comes with SSDs. You buy any desktop, there is an SSD. Okay, so these SSDs also we are using to store operating system and applications kind of stuff. And there is a two different models, SATA type of interface and NVMe M.2 type of interface is also there. eMMCs. eMMCs. What is eMMC? These are the a small chip. You can see there is a small type of chips in your mobile when you are checking your mobile phone. So that is internal storage is there. Internal storage 32 GB, internal storage 64 GB, internal storage 128 GB. What is that mobile phone internal storage is? The storage device is eMMC. It is directly on motherboard. Directly we can enhance on our mobile phone motherboard. Okay, so that is eMMC chips. Mini PCs, you can go to mini laptops. Okay, so if you go to the mini laptops like 15,000, 14,000, you may see these mini laptops on internet. So those, the storage data is around the 64 GB type of storage is there. Okay. And this is not a mini laptop. The cost of mini laptops is always lesser. Why? Because of there is a lesser type of processor. See, Celeron processor. It's a very small processor it is. But remaining configuration is good, but the processor is, and because of this company, maybe a pure China model kind of stuff. I'm searching for this 64. Even refresh should also not on 64 GB flash memory, not SSD memory, flash memory. That is mostly it is eMMC type of storage only. Okay, so what is this eMMC? It is also used to store your operating system, applications, and data in your mobile phones and mini laptops. One more is that is a external hard disk. What is this external hard disk? You want to store a data externally, or you want to store your backup of your data externally, you can use external hard disk. Or you want to store like in your mobile, you have a songs, downloaded songs are there, videos are there, but your internal memory is less. What you do, you insert a SD card and transfer the data to SD card. So in case you want to transfer the data to another mobile, you want to connect it to another mobile, you can just remove and reinsert that SD card is enough. You back up your all your data in your mobile to SD card. From SD card to another mobile, you can easily transfer. USB drives, you know already, your Pendrive kind of stuff, you can connect, store the data into it. External hard disk also there for a huge amount of data storage. Okay, let's understand different types of storage devices and what are the internal storage and what is this external storage purpose. Okay, so finally we came to the hard disk. Okay, guys, this is internal part of hard disk. Can you see this is the round disk called a platter. The round disk, we call it as a platter. And there is an arm, is there no? This is called a executor arm. This is executor. This executor arm has a tip, contains a read and write header. And the disk is a magnetic coated disk. Okay, magnetic material is there on this disk. It's not optical disk. It is not a CD DVD. It is a magnetic coated disk only. It is a build based on some aluminum alloy material. So it is has some magnetic coat on it. We cannot open the working disk, okay? Because once it is exposed to the environment, the data will automatically lose. Because in our air we have a lot of electromagnetic signals that corrupt the disk. Okay. So this is the disk, read and write header. What is this? It is a mass storage device. Hard disk, SSDs are all comes under mass storage device. Means huge amount of data we can able to store. Non-volatile memory means even if you are connect or disconnect from the system, still data will be available in the disk. Data stores in this disk means called a platter. In this platter only data is stored. This hard disk have two types of interfaces. SATA type of interface hard disk is there and SATA type of interface hard disk is there. ATA means advanced technology attachment. PATA means parallel advanced technology attachment. The PATA type of interface having 40-pin interface, and we should connect with a ribbon cable. So this is the PATA interface hard disk. This is the hard disk data connector. This is for a power connector. So if you see this cable, this is the ribbon cable. One side of the cable goes to motherboard, and it has two another connectors for connecting two hard disks or one hard disk, one CD-ROM or two CD-ROMs. We can able to connect it. Depends upon the interface. Okay, so this is a data cable connector. Okay, and this is the where the interface connection is happens, data purpose. Okay, this is IDE type. IDE or a PATA type. What is SATA type of hard disk? SATA interface having 7-pin connector and it use single wire. So this is a SATA hard disk. This is data connector. The small one is data connector. The big one is power connector. This is data connector. Okay, this is data interface. This is power interface. See, the data cable is this one. This is the data cable you are used to connect from your hard disk to motherboard. Okay, this is the hard disk data cable connector. This is power cable connector. And this is a different picture because we can able to connect like this one also. So that time it's a old type of SATA hard disk it is. Earlier days we use SATA hard disk and now we are using all hard disk are SATA type of interface hard disk only. Serial advanced technology attachment. Why we are using SATA? Because SATA is faster than SATA. And of course, there is a lot of differences are there. RPM differences, data transmission speed differences, okay, and swappable differences also there. And mechanical differences also there. You know, when I was learning this hardware, almost like a 2003 time, 2004 time. So that time these interfaces hard disk is there. It's very difficult to connect and very difficult to remove. If one of the pin is bent, and of course you forget about the disk. Okay, there is a lot of techniques are there. If pin is should not be broken. If pin is broken, you cannot connect the disk. You cannot read the data. You cannot write the data like that. Okay, it is very carefully we have to handle. Okay, and even when you are removing, the ribbon can be broken. There is a possibility. Okay, so when we are learning also, they don't give any equipment, even working or non-working. So they don't give anything to this one. Later on days, when I started teaching after my engineering, okay, so all are SATA cables. It is also little dangerous. You should not attach more, means what is with more force, we cannot use it like on that one. But it is very simple to connect and simple to remove it. But people do some forcing on it, it may damage because it's a plastic cover. Okay, the plastic one will damage. Okay, this is SATA PATA. SATA, the current version is SATA 3, almost all 6 Gbps data transmission speed you can able to achieve. So compared to PATA, SATA is faster. You guys understand? Hard disk, platter, where data stores in the platter. Interfaces, SATA and PATA. PATA is 40-pin connector. Okay, and it is we connect with some ribbon cable to our hard disk to motherboard. SATA cable, 7-pin connector. We use that cable, red cable, that is a single cable to connect, data cable to connect your hard disk to your motherboard. Got it up to here?
Yes, sir.
Again, guys, in a hard disk, so why I put all these things? Because of the lot of changes. It's not a olden days, it is newer changes, lot of changes are happening. Internal hard disk. In internal hard disk also two different types of internal hard disk. Either it is SATA or PATA. So two types of internal hard disk are there. One is 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches hard disk is suitable for desktops. Okay, this is for a desktop purpose. The size of the hard disk is a bigger. It is not for your internal means it's not for your laptops kind of stuff. It is bigger the size. Okay, so another one is 2.5 inch hard disk. hard disk, not SSD. Can you see this is a smaller size hard disk. Okay, you can see this is a very tiny size. See this SATA data connector. This is SATA power connector. Okay, and what is a compatible laptop? 2.5 inches for laptops and mini PCs also there. Okay, again, maybe guys, you want to learn some few hardware networking, some different storages, motherboard, processors. The best site is e-commerce sites, Flipkart, Amazon. You can search for hardware related components also. Different components you can able to see, different costs, different specifications you can see. Mini PC. Okay, these are many tiny PCs also there. Box type of PCs also there. Okay. It contains processor, RAM, and everything. So this is a new company, Rudra Mini PCs. Maybe it's comes with Gen 12th generation N100, 16 GB DDR5 and 512 MB M.2 SSD. That's why I said it's a new version. But you can go to this Intel kind of stuff also. Some are empty thing. You can insert SSDs or you can insert simply take this box and connect it to your things like a keyboard, mouse, and monitor. You should just connect it and you can start working on it. It's a very small in size. Okay. So 2.5 inches for laptops and mini PCs. 3.5 inches for desktops. If you don't get what is mini PC, set like a 3.5 inches desktop, 2.5 laptops. What is external hard disk? What is external hard disk? Okay. So these are the external hard disks. So 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte external hard disk also available. Okay. These external hard disks are what is the purpose? To store data externally. For example, I have a lot of data. I have downloaded a lot of operating system files, applications, and other documents also there. So my internal storage of this laptop is become huge. So all are red color it is showing. Now what I have done, I transfer some of the data to another place. So what happened? Finally, I can able to, okay. So I will get some free space, or maybe for backup purpose or for transferring purpose. Sometimes I have a data in my laptop that has to be huge data is there, 2 GB, 10 GB data is there. I have to transfer to another person. So what I will do, connect my external hard disk, copy it to the external hard disk and connect it to other person and I can able to paste it. Okay. That is the external hard disk for backup purpose, data storage, which is not required in your PC or laptop, to transfer heavy data from your one system to another system, you can use it. Yes, understand about a hard disk, internal hard disk, external hard disk kind of stuff.
Yes.
So we're going for a SSDs because we discussed about a hard disk. What is the advantage and disadvantages of this hard disk? Okay. Yeah, we'll move from there to here. It is good. Maybe. And also after this one, there is a small point about MBR and GPT. It is a completely different point. So then we'll discuss boot processing tomorrow. What is SSD? solid state drive. What is SSD? Solid state drive. SSD is a NAND memory type. NAND memory type. Okay. Data stores in chips. In a hard disk, data stores in the platter. In a SSD, data stores in their flash memory chips. Okay. It is also a non-volatile memory. What is the advantage of SSDs over hard disk? What is the use of SSD over hard disk? So there is a specific question is also there. Difference between SSD and hard disk. So you know about a hard disk and now you will know about SSD. So we'll find the differences. SSDs are lightweight because we are not using any platters, mechanical parts here. Okay, we are not using any mechanical parts or hard parts, platter kind of stuff, magnetic materials. We are not using. SSDs are pure form of chips only. So obviously it is become lighter weight, easy to transport, less power consumption compared to hard disk. It is lesser power consumption, small in size. Okay, and it is mainly for high speed data, read and write and transmission type. Okay, compared to hard disk, SSDs are faster. And it is suitable mainly for operating system and application loading. So then you can faster booting is increases, operating system load faster, application. If you are working on an application and the application works faster because of read and write data of an application from your SSD become faster, is faster. Okay, not suitable for regular data. Why I said not suitable regular data? Because of now SSDs, the cost is coming to the our picture. Earlier SSDs are used fast. Okay, SSDs. Okay, you take 1 TB of SSD and compare the cost between 1 TB of SSD to 1 TB of hard disk. Okay, this is 1 TB of external hard disk, that is 4,899. So how much cost it is? 6,449. You go to other SSD type like this. SATA interface 5,199. See, it's a 4 TB. Still 4 TB is 9,000. You go for some 1 TB of hard disk kind of stuff. Okay, the 4 GB, 1 GB. Somewhere options will be there, 4 GB to 1 TB. Okay. Yeah, 1 TB normal, what we can say laptop hard disk. So the cost of laptop hard disk, okay, 3,455. See the cost difference, still there is a cost. Earlier 1 TB is 9,000, now it is little bit lesser. Okay, the cost is very high because so of course for operating system and application, SSDs are good, but to store regular data like your music file, video files, even if you are using some video editing, file editing, okay, so those people are there, na, multimedia people, gaming people, SSDs are okay then. For them, SSDs are okay. Okay, because it is. And when you compare with 1 TB of hard disk to 1 TB of SSD, so you will understand the cost difference. I didn't write the cost because of cost always varies. Okay. Just understand the difference between hard disk and SSD. SSDs are data stores in chips. No hardware parts like a hard disk. Okay, platters, magnetic materials not there here. It's a simply normal chips only. Okay, of course there is a NAND memory chips also there, flash memory chips like your pen drives, memory cards. SSD is also non-magnetic storage type. It's not a magnetic storage type. It is non-magnetic storage type. Easy to carry, easy to transport, lower power consumption, small in size, higher data transmission speed, higher read and write speed. Suitable for mainly operating system and applications. Of course, you can store a data, but you have a huge amount of data. Better not to store in this one because SSDs are costly. Again, okay, you guys understand the difference between hard disk and SSD?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So here it is. There is basically two type of SSDs are available, and I will tell you some notes after that one. Note means personal important point. Okay. So this is SATA interface SSD. This SATA interface SSD. We can interface. We can connect with the SATA cable. The read and write speed generally, I have searched for some SSD that is read and write speed is 500 MB, 540 MB kind of stuff. So you can see this is crucial. 1 terabyte SATA interface SSD, 2.5 inches. It is for internal to your laptop kind of stuff. 2.5 inches is the cost. You can only one side it is showing. This is interface. Okay. And there you can find, see the speed. Read and write speed is 500 MB PS, okay, bits per second and 540. Read 500 writing speed. Of course, it is compared to the SATA normal hard disk. Okay, it is higher. But if you go for this type of SSDs, okay, of course the cost is higher, but still see the interface, it's a different. These interfaces are directly, this is not a cable connector. This is not a type of cable connector. It is directly inserted into motherboard. Just like you are inserting RAM, just like you are inserting processor, just same way we are inserting these M.2 interfaces, M.2 interfaces directly connected to motherboard. So obviously it achieves speed. So it is 43% faster than generation 3 NVMe type. Okay, see the fast, see the read and write speed, 5000, 4200. What is the speed here is 500. How much difference? It is 5000 to 500, 10 times difference. Okay. Guys, you are purchasing new laptop or new desktop. Okay, you want a SSD type of fastness. Better go for a M.2. Some people suggest, okay, some people having a certain kind of suggestions like, yeah, you have an internal hard disk of laptop, your system is slower, change your laptop hard disk to SSD. Yes, your laptop hard disk is SATA interface hard disk. If you change it to whom you are changing? To change it to SATA interface SSD only, like this only. So you don't achieve much speed. You may achieve little bit speed, but both are SATA interface only. But this is not SATA interface. This is say M.2. This high faster, real faster is this one, not that one. See, this is a, can you see a motherboard? On motherboard is inserting hard disk, not connecting with the cable. Is inserting directly on a motherboard. So obviously no cable lagging here. Directly on motherboard means direct data is access is increases. The faster will increases easily, not through the copper cables. So obviously the fastness will improve. Second one is, of course, it is faster than 10 times faster than regular SATA hard disk. Okay. SATA interface SSD, SATA M.2 SSD. M.2 SSD is faster than SATA interface SSD. Of course, little costlier there. But I have written older kind of stuff already told, but newer if you see is much faster. It is directly inserted into your motherboard, just like your RAM and processor. Okay. Is this about your storage devices? difference between SATA hard disk and PATA hard disk, the interfaces, and the difference between hard disk and SSD is important, guys. Difference between hard disk and SSD is important. This is the mainly important. And another one important one is what is the SSD interfaces. Nowadays, everybody having this knowledge. So compulsory, the very basic level, very important always. Okay. If I want to buy a new laptop, so what I will check it is SSD is there on it. Which type of SSD is there? How many slots are there? Some laptops you can insert 3-4 M.2 SSD is also possible. Some are dual memories also possible. Means SSD for operating system application, regular hard disk for storing our data. That is also possible. Laptops also there. Okay, depends upon money, depends upon the model. It is there. Guys, understand up to here?
Yes. Yes.
I will tell these partition styles and separately because till now we discussed about a hardware components, about a CPU, about a CPU fan, CPU, what is that heat sink, and then we discussed about a RAM, we discussed about a ROM, BIOS batteries, motherboards, okay, motherboard connectors, SMPSs, okay, different storage devices, and also we discussed about a hard disk, SATA, PATA interfaces, SSDs, okay, internal hard disk size is 3.5 inches hard disk, 2.5 inches hard disk, different interfaces of SSDs also we discussed. But this is not that one. This is related to storage, but again, it may confuse the whatever you learn. So what we do, we'll stop here for today. Okay. And tomorrow we are going to discuss about a small discussion about NVR and GPT and a small discussion about a file system also possible if I put it a file system. Then also we'll discuss about a boot processing, issues at a boot processing. We'll discuss tomorrow. Then we'll go for either we go for a basics of operating system, one or two management related, like a Windows 10 management related. Okay, that is we will see. This one I will tell tomorrow. Okay, up to here. Okay,
Tomorrow is Saturday is weekend off.
Okay. Monday. Okay, Monday. Okay, tomorrow is a Saturday. And actually this Saturday, so normally I will conduct classes at Saturday. Okay, but this Saturday I'm not taking class. Okay, Monday I will inform. Class will be there on Monday. Okay, but I will inform because on Monday we have an elections in our state. Okay, of course, in India we have a MP elections also there. So in Telangana we have a MP elections. Elections are there on Monday. So if possible, I will inform you. If class is there, I will inform you. If class is not there also, I will inform you. Depends upon Monday. So mostly we'll meet on Tuesday. Okay. Monday, for Monday, so I have to discuss with our team. Okay. So then Monday, there is a class or not. Maybe morning or afternoon. So we'll see. Okay. So for you also it is election, right? Monday?
Sir, I live in Delhi, so I don't think so. We have election right now.
What it is?
You are asking about election, right?
Yes, yes.
In Delhi, I think it will be in late May.
Okay.